All right, so we got some interesting news. Some interesting things came out about Gotham Knights. And look, before we get started, I'm not here to bash the game or hate the game. I'm genuinely here to just talk about it and say some things that might be concerning. Now, look, we know that the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One versions, they got canceled. They're donezo, right? They didn't want to go on and continue it. And you know why? You know why they did that? It's because the gameplay would have looked like this. So, on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and the Series S, I'm assuming, they're all going to be 30 FPS. And also, one of the developers, Flora, I believe her name is, she said, I know many of you are wondering about the availability of a performance mode for Gotham Knights on consoles. Due to the types of features we have in our game, like providing a fully untethered co-op experience in our highly detailed open world, it's not as straightforward as lowering the resolution and getting a higher FPS. For this reason, our game does not have a performance/quality toggle option and will run at 30 FPS on consoles. Now, many people are really confused about that. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I think it's like a concerning thing. I think it's actually like kind of concerning because that means they can't go to 60 FPS. And if you go back and you look at some of the gameplay, like from the Nightwing and Red Hood console versions, the same day that the last gen versions aren't going to be a thing anymore, that gameplay legitimately had, and this isn't edited, it had frame rate drops. It had frame rate drops. This happened like 7 months ago or so. So the thing here is that I think that it's sort of concerning. There might be frame rate drops during the game. That might be a little bit of an issue there. And that is something that might potentially happen if it's locked on 30 FPS. And we already know that most likely, again, it's going to look like if it was on PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, it would have been complete fucking garbage. So, it's concerning if they can't even get the game to 60 FPS on consoles. It's just weird. Because, look, I'm not trying to bash the BB Montreal, but I'm just saying, like, if another competent AAA studio did this, they would have had all of that. They would have had that, whether you like it or not. If it was co-op or not. Ghost of Tsushima did that. They made it 60 FPS for their multiplayer, and that came out when? Years ago. This game was in development for 5.5 years. And they never really gave us the info on when they stopped working on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One versions, right? But my problem here is that those 5.5 years, you couldn't make it 60 FPS on the next gen. This is a AAA DC game. You couldn't make it 60 FPS. You couldn't make an option for it. Spider-Man has it. The game came out 2018. They remastered it, like, for, a few years? They could do it? You guys took 5.5 and you can't? Tell me that's not concerning. And it's not even like a big issue either. I don't even care that it's on 30 FPS. I can definitely tell the difference. I know that a lot of people can't, technically. But, I hope I render this video in 60 FPS and you go and toggle the 60 FPS version and then go back to 30 FPS. There's a clear difference. I look smoother. And I'm not even recording on 60 FPS devices, so it might not even look that smooth. But it definitely looks slightly smoother. I can definitely tell the difference when I'm rendering stuff and when I'm playing games. I can definitely tell the difference. So, I genuinely don't think this is a genuine issue. It's not like a big problem. It's not a deal breaker for me. And I'm not even really that upset about it. I think that this is funny. I genuinely think that this is kind of funny because people are actually kind of upset about this. It's definitely a bigger topic than I thought would have been what it was last night. And this morning, everybody's fucking talking about it. I'm getting messages all over my YouTube comments saying, holy shit, this is happening. I'm like, what? So, I'm genuinely excited to see what happens when the game comes out. I'm still excited, but I'm going to hold my breath when it comes to, like, the quality of the game. I'm not really, like, thinking that it's going to be a 10 out of 10, a 9 out of 10. My expectations are, like, a fucking 6 and a 5 right now. And if I even go over that, you guys should be shocked. I'm just saying. Like, I hope it's more. That's my thing. I'm hopeful for this game. But, from what we've seen, my expectations are around the min mark. So we're going to genuinely see what happens when this game comes out. We're going to see how the 30 FPS looks on consoles. And watch, people are going to compare it to the PC version. They're going to have it 60 FPS on the PC. It's going to look phenomenal. Fucking phenomenal on PC. But that's the problem, is that the console versions will also look great. So, you know, we're going to see what happens. Hopefully it's not like a reverse of Arkham Knight, where the console versions are all buggy and bad, and the PC versions just, you know? So, we'll see what happens. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos in the near future, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.